Hi everyone, welcome to the lecture number 3 of unit number 6 applications of partial differential equations. In this lecture also we are going to continue with the examples based on first application, that is one dimensional wave equation can be called as vibration of a string also. So far two examples I have solved in previous two lectures. Now in this lecture also I am going to solve two more examples which are slightly different type, in which we have different type of boundary conditions and different type of, in one problem we are going to see how to get the boundary conditions there. Okay, so after that some problems for practice I'm going to leave for you. Okay, so let us start the first problem. A tightly stretched string with fixed end points x equal to 0 and x equal to L is initially at rest in its equilibrium position. If it is if it is set vibrating by giving to each of its endpoints a velocity x into L minus x, find the displacement of the string at any distance x from one end at any time t. Okay, so in this problem a string of length L is given. Initially it is at rest, okay, equilibrium position, and it is set vibrating. We have started vibration by giving some velocity, okay, and the velocity is x into L minus x. The value of velocity is given, means initially some velocity is there, okay, means at initially when time t is equal to 0 we have the value of velocity in terms of function of x. Velocity means del u by del t value in terms of x, it is not 0, right? So initially we are having velocity. Find the displacement of the string at any distance x, at any, we need to calculate the value of the displacement, that is u or phi. So initially we are having velocity, it means initially the displacement will be 0, means when we are starting giving velocity, at that time there will be no displacement, okay, and when this much velocity will be given, this will be the velocity at t equal to 0. Means from the given information, the differential equation of vibration of stretched string, we know it is a wave equation del to u by del t square equal to c square del to u by del x square, subject to the conditions. Boundary conditions are always fixed. At boundary point x equal to 0, x equal to L, the displacement is 0, there is no vibration, no deflection. And initial condition, this is very important. And initially there is no displacement, u of x comma 0, the displacement, the string is in the equilibrium position, therefore there is no displacement, it is 0. And the velocity del u by del t at t equal to 0, initial velocity is x into L minus x equal to 0 less than x less than L. For these values of L, we are having del u by velocity as a function of x. In previously discussed problems, we have the value of u of x0 in terms of f of x, which is, this value was non-zero and this value was 0 in previous condition. So whatever 0 conditions we are having, that we use first, and at the end the whatever the condition having f of x on the right, that we use at the end while doing the calculation of the last constant. So here the sequence of using conditions will be, first we'll use the first boundary condition, then first initial condition. So this is 0, so this will use first, then this, and then this, okay, first, second, third, fourth. In this way we are going to use all the four conditions to eliminate all the arbitrary constant from the most general solution, okay. And the most general solution that we take is, the most general solution of wave equation is u of xt equal to c1 cos mx plus c2 sin mx into another bracket c3 cos cmt plus c4 sin cmt. Let us give this equation number 2. Now I am starting using conditions. So by first condition, when we put x equal to 0 in this equation and equate it to 0, we'll get this form. X equal to 0 means this will become 1, this will become 0, so c1 into this bracket. This bracket don't contain any x. Now we are having multiplication of two things 0, c1 into this bracket. So this is 0 when one of them is 0, okay, but this bracket cannot be 0 because this is the part of the solution, hence it will imply c1 is 0. So after c1, as we got c1 equal to 0, your solution will get reduced to u of xt will become c2 sin mx into c3 cos cmt plus c4 sin cmt. Now by condition 3, which is the first initial condition, u of x0 is 0, that we are using. Put when t is equal to 0, u is 0. Put in this equation t0 and u0. So u0, u is 0, and the right hand side put t equal to 0. We'll get c2 into c3 sin mx on the right hand side Now here also we are having multiplication of three quantities 0, C2, C3, sin mx. Out of that, C2 is non-zero and sin mx is non-zero, because if one of them is 0, this solution will become 0, right? This is sin mx. Okay. Hence, what remained? C3. So C3 has to be 0. By second condition, we obtain C3 as 0. Therefore, your uxt will become, this C3 is 0. So only C2, C4, sin mx, sin cmt will remain in the solution. Okay. Now let us apply the next boundary condition. By boundary condition number 2, u of l comma t equal to 0. That is, when x is l, u is 0. If you put x equal to l in this equation, we'll get 0 equal to C2 into C4 sin ml. In place of x we have substituted l, sin cmt as it is, right? Again multiplication of 4 quantity we have 0, but these 3 quantities are non-zero, hence because they are the part of the solution, hence sin ml equal to 0. And when sin is 0, when the angle is n pi, that is when ml equal to n pi, where n starts from 0, 1, 2, 3 up to infinity. So from this we'll obtain the value of m as n pi by l, which will imply uxt is C2 C4. In uxt value, I have substituted the value of m as n pi by l. Here also m as n pi by l. N starts from 0 to infinity. Now what is next step? We combine all these solutions. Whatever solution we will obtain after using the condition number 3, we are going to get a series, right? And that series start from n equal to 0 to infinity. But even if you start writing from n equal to 1 to infinity, it doesn't matter, because when n is 0, sin 0 is 0, and we get in every problem sin series. So you can start your series from 1 to infinity also. In previous two problems I have started it from 0 to infinity, but you can start it from n equal to 1 to infinity, because even if you are starting from 0 to infinity, 0 you are adding to this series, but that doesn't matter. Hence I have started here n from 1 to infinity. Okay. Now the last condition. The last condition is del u by del t at t equal to 0 is x into L minus x. We are having the value of u. So we need to calculate first del u by del t. Differentiate this with respect to t. So we'll get the derivative as these two terms don't contain t. This only term contains t. Its derivative will be cos n pi ct by L into n pi c by L, which is the coefficient of t. And put t equal to 0 by this condition. So by this condition, this is a constant term I have taken on the left. The value of del u by del t at t equal to 0 is x into L minus x. Okay, that I have written here. And this n pi by cl I have taken here on this side. It is a constant term. Okay. Then we'll get this form. This is the half range sine series, right? Even if you don't take this constant on this side, doesn't matter. This is the function f, right? Left hand side, this function's Fourier sine series is this one. Okay. Now let us do the calculation for Bn. Bn is, the formula is 2 by L 0 to L f of x into sin n pi x by L. F of x is the left hand side function of the series that I have written here. These terms are constants that you can take outside integrations, and this function is a polynomial function I have considered as first function. This second function trigonometric function by using generalized u into v rule. In one example we have used this type of rule. Okay. And after doing all the calculations, finally we'll get Bn as 4L cube by Cn raised to 4 pi raised to 4 into 1 minus cos n pi. Cos n pi I have used as minus 1 raised to n. You can check these calculations of integrations. Okay. After putting upper and lower limit, we'll get this finally. And after using this value of Bn, which is the last constant, your series will look like, you are in just what you have to do at the end, the last constant in this series. The series we have obtained after combining all the solutions. In this, we are going to put the value of Bn that we have obtained using Fourier series. Okay. So that value is substituted, and 1 minus cos n pi value is minus 1 raised to n, and that will give us the final solution, which is the required displacement from one end at any distance x at any time t. So this is how you can solve the example. What different thing we have done in this example? Only the change of the boundary condition. Instead of displacement, velocity is given in the form of function of x. Okay. So instead of using velocity first, we have used the condition of displacement first, which is 0. This is the different thing. Now let us take the another problem. This is also quite different problem. A tightly stretched string of length L and fixed at both ends is plucked at, this is the different thing, is plucked at x equal to 3. At a distance x equal to L by 3, it is plucked at one point. And assume initially the shape of a triangle of height h. So initially that string will take the form triangular shape of height h. Find the displacement yxt after the string is released from the rest. Okay, so when we'll release that string from that point, it will start vibrating, and we need to calculate the equation for the displacement at any time t. Now this is the situation that they have given. Thus it is fixed at two ends. It is of length L, okay, and it is plucked at point L by 3, right? At x equal to L by 3 to height h. So height h and x is equal to L by 3 is this point. At this point it is stretched at a height h and it takes triangular shape. This is the string, right? And it forms a triangle. So this is the vertical height is, this height is h. So this distance is y distance, that is h. So for every point I have written coordinates also. At this point we have x equal to L by 3, y is 0. At this point x is L, y is 0. At this point y is height h and x is L by 3, this coordinate. Okay, so this is a triangular shape. Now using this triangle or using this equation, this diagram, we are going to calculate the values of boundary conditions. Okay, let us see how. Let yxt, instead of uxt we are using yxt for the displacement. Now from figure, from this point to this point, the equation of the line OA by 2-point form, the formula we have y minus y1 upon y2 minus y1 equal to x minus x1 upon x2 minus x1. So we'll get the equation of line from this. Now x1 y1, one point of that one unit point of this line, x1 y1 I have taken as origin 0 0, and this is x2 y2. By using that we'll get y as hx by L3. That is the equation of that line is h, it is a function of x. Okay, and it is initially, right, when t, it is plucked at point x equal to L by 3. At that time is 0 when it is plucking, right? So initially when t is 0, this is your f of x, 3h x by L from 0 to L by 3. This is also valid for 0 to L by 3 point only. From here to here, that is L by 3. From here to here again the equation is changing, right? And from that, for the second line from A to B, if you use the similar formula, okay, y minus y1, if you consider A as first point x1 y1 and B as x2 y2, you'll get the value of y as, after simplification, 3h by 2l into L minus x. Means yx0, that is f of x, will be 3h by 2l into L minus x from the point L by 3 to L. Now we have the value of displacement at t, initial displacement at t equal to 0. Okay, initially the curve satisfies this equation yx0. The differential equation of the vibration of stress string is the wave equation del 2 y by del t square equal to c square into del 2 y by del x square, subject to the condition. Boundary conditions are fixed for all the problems. They are 0. And initial condition, initially we have displacement, not velocity. So velocity is 0 initially, right? Now this is again velocity is 0, and yx0 is, it has two values, from 0 to L by 3 one value, and from L by 3 to L. Yeah. So we have the problem and all the conditions. The first you use this condition, then this condition, then this condition, and this condition. At the end you need to do the calculation for Bn using Fourier coefficients. So I am leaving this problem for you. You complete after this step. Up to this step, how to get this yx0, that I have discussed using that slope 2-point form of the equation of line. Okay, just go through again all the calculation, you will understand it. And if you have any kind of doubt, you can ask me at any time, no problem. So after doing all the calculations, you will get the value of Bn, the Fourier coefficient, as 9eh by n square pi square into sin n pi by 3. And that value you need to put in that series to get finally, this will be the final answer for this particular problem. Okay. In almost every problem we apply the similar conditions. So only sometimes velocity will be function of x, sometimes displacement will be function of x. Accordingly you need to change your procedure. Okay. Now some example for practice. This is the example 1. Find the deflection of a vibrating string of length pi. The length is pi instead of L, whose both ends are fixed, and the deflection is, directly equation is given. Find the displacement of the string at any time t. Given initial deflection is 0.01 into pi minus x. So this is the value of y at x equal to 0. Okay, so this value is your function of x, not velocity is 0 in this problem. Again one more thing, c square is 1. If you see this equation, the value of c square is 1, so c can be taken as 1. So while writing the most general solution, in that second bracket CMT, you take C as 1, then proceed. Okay, and L is pi. So this also you need to consider, the value of L is pi. So when L is pi, length is pi, means when you are going to use the formula for Bn in the Fourier coefficient calculation, here you need to take this L as pi. Second formula we have to use, that formula also we have discussed in the first lecture, 2 by pi 0 to pi. Here we'll have only sin nx. Accordingly you do the calculation for the Fourier coefficient. Okay, so everything, whenever the values get changed, things get changed. Next, another problem, a string is stretched and fastened at 2 points at a distance L apart, is displaced into the form of y of x comma 0 equal to 3 into Lx minus x square. The value of y at x equal to 0 is given. This is initial displacement. Velocity is 0 in this problem, from which it is released at t equal to 0. Find the displacement of the string at a distance x from one end. Okay, here also you need to do the similar calculation. Here we have given displacement, so this will be the fourth boundary initial condition. Okay, fourth condition, boundary conditions are fixed, velocity you need to take as 0, and this will be the last condition, and this condition we use at the end of the problem for calculating Bn. Okay, now two more problems I am giving to you for practice. Along with this, while solving all these problems, if you have any kind of doubt, you can reach to me at any time. You can write in comment box, or you can contact me on WhatsApp. So these are the two more problems. Here conditions are directly given. Instead of displacement, velocity is a function of x, and the value of function of x is in terms of sine. So when you're in terms of sine, you don't need to do the calculation of Bn using integration. By simply comparing, you will get some constants out of Bn non-zero. Only two constants you will get here as non-zero, and the other constants will be 0. Accordingly, you write the one problem of this type we have done already. Okay. Here also, first you use this condition, then this condition, then this condition, and this condition, and try to get the solution of this problem. Next one, a string of length L is initially rest at equilibrium, and velocity is given at t equal to 0. So velocity is function of t, and here we have sine cube pi x by L. Find the displacement y x t. So sine cube we are having. Again, as I said to you in one lecture, when we are sine or sine cube, you can solve the Bn values, the coefficient Bn, without doing integration. So for doing that, first you need to use in the calculation of Bn, you need to use this formula, sine cube theta equal to 1 by 4 3 sine theta minus sine 3 theta. After that, compare the coefficient and get the values of the Fourier coefficient. Okay, and here also you are having velocity given. Here also velocity given. Similar type of problem you are having. Okay. Here displacement can be taken as 0, like this problem. Okay, and here you have value of c square is 4, so c will be 2. That also you need to consider. So that's it from the topic wave equation. In coming lecture we are going to start with the another application. Thank you.